AITA for not telling my aunt her husband might be a cheater. I, F26, was talking to one of my grandma's friends yesterday and during the chat, we brought up my aunt, A, which eventually led the conversation to my uncle, J. J and I don't really get along. He's humiliated me several times in front of friends and family for being autistic. He hates when I behave like an autistic person in front of him. Anyway, grandma's friend mentioned that her son used to work with Jay, and he once got in a heated argument with him at work and Jay only shut up when the guy said he knows his dirt and that if he said anything, Jay's marriage would be over. I was confused by this, as I've known Jay as kind of A but never heard anything about him being unfaithful. That story has to be at least 3 years old. Jay has another job now. He was fired. I'd why. She added that Jay used to try to have with pretty much every woman who worked under him. I was so shocked I barely had any reaction to this and didn't ask her to elaborate. I thought about it for a bit and decided not to do anything about the information I've been told, as I have no way to prove it and I know my entire family would turn on me if I made such an accusation with no proof. I feel awful about it. BC, I'm really close to my cousin and aunt and I know they deserve better than Jay, even if the accusation isn't true. I'm not sure how I'll be able to keep this from A and my cousin, but I feel I have no choice. I'm asking if not saying anything would make me the BC if I were in A's shoes. I'd want to know, and hiding this from my cousin makes me feel like I'm betraying her. More information in case it is needed. A and Jay have been married for approximately 30 years. Jay goes on a lot of business trips. A is a great person who's kind, caring, and beautiful, and Jay is not. He's not, but since they got married he really let himself go while my aunt has always been encouraged to hit the gym and make sure she stays good looking forever. They have one kid, F21, and Jay has more than once body shamed her, and been controlling about her food intake. He's yelled at her for eating sugary things several times to my knowledge. Jay makes a lot more money than A and she's a bit financially dependent on him for that reason. I've witnessed Jay screaming at A, their daughter, and their dog multiple times, and when he gets he is even worse. I suspect Jay has intermittent explosive disorder. I have a degree in psychology but I'm obviously not diagnosing him. It's just a suspicion, and or another disorder, but he refuses to get help as he doesn't believe in therapy. I even told me once Jay didn't believe depression existed until his daughter got it. I've never witnessed Jay being unfaithful, but when talking on the phone with female coworkers or literally any woman outside his family he usually calls them sweetheart, darling, and all of those demeaning names that men sometimes use when talking to women they don't respect. So, Wibda, if I don't say anything to my aunt and cousin? I'm willing to accept any advice people are willing to give me about this situation as well.